Now, I'm not a part of the generation that grew up on the Mustang, but I completely understand its appeal. It is a muscle car on the market that gives you a lot of bang for your buck. This year's 2013 Ford Mustang GT Convertible offers a lot of V8 power, superior braking and handling, performance, technology on the inside, as well as comfort. In fact, it's intimidating and pleasant at the same time. I think it is truly one mother frackin' monster. For those of you who know all about this badass car, go ahead, skip to the driving bits, but for those of you who are new to the game, here's the breakdown. First up, in this particular model, we are rolling with a 5-liter V8 engine. Next up, your transmission options are 6-speed manual transmission or 6-speed automatic select shift transmission, which allows you to enjoy the feel of manual with total control. Drivetrain, it's all rear wheel. Your horsepower is awesome, delivering 420 horsepower, 8 more than the previous engine at 6,500 RPM. When it comes to torque, this monster pulls 390 pounds per foot of torque at 4,000 RPM. 0 to 60 in a very quick 4.7 seconds. Miles per gallon is an estimated 18 mpg in the city, 26 on the highway for a combined 21 mpg. Last but not least, you want to know about price. This baby starts for a standard model at $35,300, and the premium version, which we are driving today, rolls around $39,300. All right, let's talk interior. As you can see, I'm sitting in a leather, comfortable, refined chair. The interior of the Mustang is surprising. It's got some old school features and some new school features. For example, let's start with the steering wheel. Old school, however, technology within it as well. Dashboard, it's got 2 circular chrome clusters like you would find in an older Mustang, but at the same time within the center you've got a technological display dash. Armrest, terrible, and I'll tell you why. As you're driving, as you can see, my arm's a little too high. I'd like it a little lower so my hand can reach comfortably onto this massive stick, which is good. The Ford Mustang uses the Sync software, which is found in most Ford vehicles. Great interface when it comes to music and navigation. What Ford's really focused on with this car too is lighting design. If you look at your front grille and all the features there, lots of LED, lots of different clusters that make it really present. But at the same time in the rear, the tail lights look good too, and you'll see you've got that synchronous lighting system that makes it look even sharper. But on the inside, you get some lighting on the floorboards as well as within the instrument cluster that make a difference, that really make this vehicle feel futuristic and comfortable. One of my favorite things to top it off is on both sides of the doors. When you open it up at night, you'll see a little symbolism just for you. Now what we're driving today is a 6-speed manual transmission. It's not really a commuter car in my opinion. It's the car you totally want to have on the weekends. Stopping and going in traffic, not really a pleasure. But at the same time, when you get those open gaps, you can really play with the speed and the power within this vehicle. And what I also love about it is that regardless of the gear that this car is in, you can hear it roar. It intimidates. The beautiful thing about this is that when it comes to a red light and liftoff, if you want to get ahead of the crowd, this is the car to do it in. But you know, you might want to take in consideration that there is a speed limit everywhere, so you gotta slow things down. Car really lifts, the car really goes, handling, suspension really tight. The one thing that I find about this vehicle though, is when it comes to braking, you really gotta take into consideration that you're probably braking a lot sooner than you think. The braking is responsive, but not responsive enough. Just take it slow at first, but you've got a great straightaway, have fun with it. All right, tops down, feels good, nice and warm, not too windy. That's what I like about this vehicle is that you can still feel the wind, but it's not to a point where it affects you and affects your drive. Also with the top down, people can't stop staring at this car. Despite the bumpy ride at times, the lack of storage within the cabin and the trunk, as well as the thirsty fuel economy, The Mustang GT Convertible is a car that will give you a lesson in control, bravado, and of course, ultimate pleasure. It's not meant for a generation anymore. It's meant for a specific driver. And if you think that you can master this car, go ahead, be my guest. But you might find out that you might soon become its servant. For more of this review and others like it, visit AutoGuide.com.